Setting up the pump, wiring and plumbing. In this video, we shall learn about the installation of a submersible pump for a solar pumping system. The pump extracts and transports water from the ground or another water source to the agricultural field. In most cases, submersible pumps are used. However, surface pumps are also common. The components required in submersible pump installation are Borewell from which the water will be pumped out, submersible pump with motor, adapter to connect the pump with the column pipe which is used to pump out water, Tochan wire that holds the pump in place underground, wires including the motor cable that connects the pump to the pump controller providing electricity, lugs and compound rubber strips to seal and waterproof the wire connections, holding clamps used in the top portion of the boring casing fixed on the top of the well cap that holds the pump set. Last, a well cap to close the opening of the boring hole. Firstly, the serial number of the pump is noted for warranty and maintenance purposes. Secondly, the motor cable is attached to the submersible pump and the connections are installed with waterproof coating. The other end of the motor cable is connected to the pump controller later. Thirdly, water is added to the pump. This is done with a water-based pump in order to remove any trapped air from the pump so that enough vacuum and suction pressure is created to pump out water. Fourthly, the column pipe is attached to the pump using the adapter. Also, the Tochan wire is fixed with the pump by wrapping it around to secure the pump's position when lowered underground. Fifth, the pump is lowered through the borewell and placed at an appropriate depth, usually 30 to 40 feet below the water level. The column pipe, Tochan wire and motor cable are connected together every 10 feet and secured with clamping ropes. Lastly, the well cap is fixed on the pump boring casing using holding clamps. If the cap is not placed, the well may get clogged and water may get blocked. If water is to be pumped and used far from the solar pump, discharge pipes are connected to the delivery nozzle using rubber clamps. If canal irrigation is used to distribute water throughout the fields, there is no requirement for a discharge pipe. In case of a surface pump installation, the pump needs to be fixed on the ground or foundation instead of inserting it through the borewell. The surface pumps are easier to install and have a similar process of installation, except that Tochan wire is not required to lower the pump, but an additional suction pipe is required to collect the water from the water source, which can be open well, pond or river. The suction pipe is attached to the pump using an adapter and should be kept at a lower level than the pump to avoid any air bubble formation. Air bubbles can damage the pump motors and affect the water output.